Well, as much as I'd like to stay and play with little Freddy the Fiat here, I have to go to a service call. A guy called needing a water pump put on a 1650, and also he wanted the brakes worked on. So we'll see what happens with that. But the thing about the water pumps is there's like 3 different casting numbers for a 1650. So we're gonna have to go check it out. I'm gonna try to go check it out and see if I can get the number off of the pump without taking it off so that the tractor's still movable. And then when I get the stuff in the mail, we will take it apart and do the work. So that's what we're gonna check out right after this. All right, this is not the tractor I was thinking of. I don't think, because the one I'm thinking of had a canopy on it. So we will look it over. There's the casting number, good deal. The other tractor I was thinking of has a canopy and roll bar on it. It must have been owned by this guy's brother. But it has, that tractor has the front wheels off of my 1365 on it. So, anywhoos, let's see if we can find out what the number is. I think it's a 167-400A. Yeah, I think that's right. Let me look up in the phone real quick and see what the choices were again, but I think that's what it is. All right, so I got the pump ordered. It's a 157-400A, and that should be here. He also wanted me to work on his brakes. So I ordered some discs and stuff just in case I need them. If I don't, I can use them on my own. I don't really know where to stop because it looks to me like the old brakes are leaking and it probably should have a seal replacement. So I ordered seals, but we're gonna have to see you know, what we get into and how far they want to go right now, because they're wanting to use it to pull silage wagons. So, you know, that's the kind of thing where you just got to kind of balance what to do when. We can come back later and fix that, I guess, after the season, if he's, you know, wants to go that route. I see that's we changed to a 1-wire alternator, and somebody liked butt connectors, but that's fine. That's not what we're here for, so we'll just ignore that. And we will come back whenever we get the pieces. But I've seen this tractor out and about. I've just never put hands on it until now, so I see they also have a 830 case. That's pretty slick. I don't know that I could tell you where another one of those is like that. Wide front. Looks pretty good. Little 135 Massey. Not to be nosy, but you know, you notice stuff when you're here. So I wonder if that's got the same type of governor in it that is causing me all kinds of sadness on that one of my uncles. I think these do have that same type of governor. Certainly looks like it. The timing cover the same way. So I don't know, we have to dig back into that project because it was really frustrating me that it wasn't working. But anyway, I'll call this guy and tell him I got the stuff ordered, and then we'll go from there. And for you, it'll just be like this. All right, I'm gonna pull this apart, and I think I'm gonna start with the brakes, and then we can see how bad it is. I've got all new everything if we need it. And it looks like it's been leaking, so we'll probably need it. The bad deal about these brakes is the new discs are a little bit thicker, and I'm afraid that when I put those in, if I put those in, it's gonna, you know, when it gets hot, lock up. Sometimes you gotta finesse them and put spacers in and whatnot. They actually make a they make shims that fit under here, but they're super duper expensive. I want to say they're 90 bucks a piece. So what I usually do is get machine bushings, put them on there, and then fill the gap with silicone on 3 sides, and then leave the bottom open. That will work. There's a lot of oil in here. I don't know. Come on, you. Would make sense to just mount you to something so you don't have to shake and grunt and everything else. Should probably just drive this thing home and work on it, but that's fine. Look at all of that oil. Look at all of that oil. Jeez, I knew that's what I was gonna find. So I'm glad I ordered the seal. I'm also glad that I can't hold on to anything to save my life. That's just what I figured I would find. Look at how caked it is in there. How long it's been leaking and grinding. I wonder if it's gonna leak out all the rear end oil when I take this out of there. Think that seal is that cooked? It's quite possible. Jeez. One thing about it is it's probably so caked with oil that I'll get the adjusters loose. The nice part about being a slob is you can probably find a piece of cardboard or something laying in the back of your pickup from the last project. Yummy. I bet it is going to leak all that out. Bet it is. That's super duper annoying if it is. I don't want to say these are the worst ones I've seen, but they're kind of bad. I think I'm going to have to get some magical cleaning spray to help with this project. Sure. I just met the guy coming up the driveway when I drove in, and he said I should adjust that PTO lever too because it didn't want to shut off. Well, we'll see about that, but there may not be a lot we can do about that, and also have it where it goes in all the way. Just depends on how warped his clutch discs are by now. I can't believe how much is dripping out of there. Okay, well, or not. Maybe if I got an actual wrench instead of this little dinky thing. Could have swore I saw Taylor Swift just now, but it was a cow listening to the radio. So, there's that. That's what I thought. 7/8. Don't second guess yourself. You've done this enough that you know. Okay. If you're wondering what I'm doing, well, I'd rather not get that pin out. It looks like it could be sadness. So I'm just taking these both off of here, and I'm going to pull the whole adjuster out with the rod still attached. At least that's what I'm wanting to do. I want to clean everything up so so it's all pretty again when we're done. Because this ain't gonna work for nobody here like it is. Me tightening the brakes up would not get you any brakes when your dry disc brakes have become wet disc brakes. We'll take the adjusters home and tear them apart, clean them up. There, we're getting there. I was gonna say, eventually we ought to get to where we're like hand loose, but we're never getting there. Eventually we ought to. There we go. Come on. Everything is so covered with stuff, it's slippery. It's going. Gotta remind me to take the battery cable off too, so nobody tries to move it. Especially when I pull that water pump off of there in a minute. Now, in case you don't understand how these work, basically, you've got this rod pulling on this lever, which has a big oblong-y hole in it, and this little adjuster nut thing I'm taking off right now fits down in there, and it is screwed to the rod of the brake actuator. So when you step on this, it pulls down on that rod and it expands that actuator. So if you want more brakes, you turn this nut in tighter and you get your rod is essentially shorter then, and it pulls farther apart on those things. It's just a nut that has a ball, looks like what made to one end of it. And then we should be able to somehow magically not get that out of there. We'll get it. It's just so caked full of crap. I mean, look at all of that. It's been like that for years, I bet. Now we should be able to walk this out a little bit. It's not perfect to do it this way, but it will come out. Ta-da. Oh my. Yes, and then there's another brake disc in here, which is coated with oil. I'm actually using brake clean on brakes. That's unusual too. Look at all this sadness coming out of here. I mean, it's an inch or more deep. It's been doing it so long, it's cut grooves in it. Good thing it's not mouse piss, because I'm in it with both fingers. People are always worried about me grabbing a hold of the mouse piss. I hope I can get that back disc off and it's not rusted on there. You wouldn't think rust when you see this much garbage, but it's seeming to be pretty tight, and I don't like that. Come on. There, I felt it twitch. And then the brake disc moved a little. Huh. Jeez. Probably would be good if I also brought correct tools. Which I have. Something more better probably, but I've got this wrench in my hand, so. Jeez. Come on. Come on out of there. Come on. I'd like to get in there more, but it's kind of narrowed down. Not as far as it could go, but it makes it where you can't really get a good pull on it if you're all the way in there. Oh, you are full of sadness. what to do. I may try to just get a long screwdriver and see if I can't get that pulled up out of there. Man, that's nasty. Just caked in there. It's changing colors. Okay, I'll get a screwdriver. Oh, come on. Come on, brake disc. Give it up. We don't need to play struggle bus. Well, that might be a permanent fixture up there. There. I think what was holding it on there was suction from all the oil. Look at that. Yeah, I think it was the surface tension or whatever of the fluid. Definitely gonna clean this up. So, I'm glad I ordered axle seals because she's gonna need them. But we'll have to get this all cleaned up, and then hopefully we can get that pulled out of there and drive the new one in very nicely. But that's why your brakes don't work, is if they're covered with oil, you got no stop. So yeah, I'll get this cleaned up and take the other side loose and bring you back for some water pump demounting. All right, we got that done. It was an equal but slightly less amount of sadness. So I'll take that home and get that stuff all cleaned up and ready to go back together. We'll pop those seals out and put new ones in when we come back. But I think now we'll get this water pump loose and see what we can accomplish there, and hopefully have it ready to go. Ooh, well, that's no good. Somebody has capped off that little bypass line when they oh man, I don't know about that. So we got more work to do, but we'll get this pulled off of here and we'll be good to go. Well, you find interesting things all the time when you work on other people's stuff, and our little line here has at some point been capped off. I don't really know what the benefit of that would be, and I'm not so sure that that would not maybe contribute to making it leak, because it would let the pressure build up in there instead of being able to go around when the thermostat's closed, maybe? Question mark? I'm gonna have to confer with some other people on that one, but I'm thinking I'm gonna put it back the way it's supposed to be instead of like this. So we'll see how that turns out, but for now, that's where we are. As always, if you enjoy my videos, give them a thumbs up. Leave a comment and tell me how dumb you think I am. Or if by some slim chance you liked it, say that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.